Hello everyone, today we're gonna have a look at another interesting game and we are looking at Dobble, which is a very cool, very fast party game which can play, I think, 2 up to 8 people. Yeah, 2 up to 8 people. The recommended age is 6, but I think if your kid is bright you can easily start a bit earlier. So let's have a look what's inside and then I will show you 3 main ways how to play it and explain a bit more how the game works. So let's move on. Alright, so inside the tin with the game we've got 55 different cards which are round in shape. Each card has 8 symbols and in total the game gives us around 50 symbols. The idea is that each card, having only 8 symbols, will have only one symbol in common with any other given card in the game. So no matter what card you have and no matter what card is in the table, there is always at least one symbol that you will have in common with some other card. So this is the main principle on which the game works. So let's have a look what are the 3 main types of the game. So you will see an example game and you will understand how the game works a bit better. Okay, so this is how the game looks prepared for the first option of playing, where each player gets 1 card, which you keep like this. Then you put all the remaining cards face upwards so you can see the symbol. Now on 1, 2, 3 we're gonna show our cards and we will have to find the connecting symbol. So I have to find what my card and the card in the middle, what symbol is in common. So we're gonna do this now a bit slower than normally, but just to give you an idea. 1, 2, 3. At this moment we have to find the symbol. So Moon, she grabs the point. The next card shows up, you continue going straight away. So at this point, Moon for this player again. The next card comes in, Igloo. This player has Igloo. And the game continues similarly till all of the cards from the middle disappear. When the last card is taken, the game ends and player count points. The player with most cards gets most points. So that's actually quite simple. That's how the game works. So let's have a look at the second variant of the game without too much explanation, just a quick gameplay. Alright, the second variant asks you to give cards to players and leave only one sitting in the middle face upwards. Now on count to 3 we will take the top card from our pile and then we have to see what picture do we have in common and put it in the middle. So while in the first example we take the cards from the pile in the middle, in this case we give our cards from our own pile to the middle. The moment I put my card over here, the rest of the players starts comparing the symbols again with the new card in the middle. Thanks to this the game keeps going and keeps changing and there is always a new situation where you can find that symbol if you are struggling. So we're going to give you an example. 1, 2, 3. Dinosaur. Done. Straight away she gets a point and now I have to start comparing my card with the new one on top. So that's pretty much how the second variant works, and let's have a look at the third one. Alright, so this is how the third setup looks like. We put cards in the middle face upwards. However, this time it's a bit more competitive because it's not about taking cards from the middle, but it's about giving cards to the opponent. So in this scenario you don't look at your own card because you're not really that much concerned with this one. You have to look at the cards of your opponents. So let's say we're gonna have 2 more players. At this moment this player needs to observe player 1, 2 and 3 and see if any of these players has the card with the similar symbol. Yes, you take the card and give it to the opponent. So we're gonna show you an example with only 2 players just to give you an idea of how it works, and we'll go to the next step. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Moon straight away goes over there. Going for this hard. Igloo. Web. Yeah, so this is how the game plays. Of course, in our videos we make it a bit slower, so you see how it works, but the game in reality looks much faster. It's much faster and much more fun, really. So if you haven't ever heard of Dobble, or you haven't given it a try, I would strongly recommend it. So okay, so in the last part, let's have a look. What do I actually think about Dobble? I really love that game. If you want a simple, fast-paced, kind of reflex or agility, dexterity-based game, where pretty much you can play with anyone. You can play with your grandparents, as I did with mine. You can play with children. You can play with teenagers. You can play with people your age. There is no age limit for that game. I wouldn't go, for example, with 3-year-old children, because it might be a bit hard for them to look at the symbols, but 4, 5, 6, I think they will really enjoy it. The symbols are fairly easy, so we've got, like, for example, car, spider, dragon, ladybird, ice cube, candles. The idea is that even if, let's say, there is one of them that shows lightning, and when we've been playing we just said Harry Potter, so you don't necessarily need to use one specific keyword for each of the cards, but as long as it's recognizable and everyone knows what the symbol represents and what does it mean, it's okay. So now we can have a look at some of the symbols we've got. Some are a bit more basic. You've got doggy, you've got what over here? Turtle is yin yang, carrots, shamrock, question mark, dolphin. We've got quite a lot of different ones, and they are all very child friendly, so we don't have to worry that we'll have something that we don't know name for, or that might be inappropriate. So definitely perfect game for children. At the moment I bought it for roughly 10 quid really, but no matter where you go it's going to be around 10-15 pounds price tag, so it shouldn't be too expensive. And I know it might seem, because it's pretty much just a tin with 50 cards inside. However, how much time you can actually play that game and really have fun is endless, and if you have a good party that enjoys playing games like this, I'm really sure that you will be very satisfied with it. So if you haven't had a chance to play Dobble, I would strongly recommend it, especially if you like quick party games that you can play with people who are not really into board games or games of similar type. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe and come back for some more videos, and I'll see you next week. Happy gaming and take care.